She posted, "Just manifested a new car," after secretly co-signing a $90,000 loan in my name. I commented, "Congrats." Then I called the bank, proved the signature was forged, and had the car repossessed from her office parking lot. Her manifestation turning into a walk of shame. I, 33 male, found out about my sister's manifestation the same way everyone else did. Instagram. Friday afternoon, scrolling during lunch break. There's Brianna, 30, posing next to a brand new BMW X7. White with tan interior, chrome package, the works. Caption read, "Manifested this beauty into my life. The universe provides when you trust the process. Blessed, law of attraction, new whip." Comments were full of, "OMG, congrats, and you deserve it, queen." I commented too, "Congrats, looks amazing," because it did look amazing, and I was genuinely happy for her. Figured she'd saved up or gotten a great deal. Brianna works in marketing, makes decent money. Maybe she'd been putting aside more than I thought. Then Monday morning I got an email from my bank. "Important update regarding your recent auto loan application." My stomach dropped. I hadn't applied for any auto loan. Opened it. "Congratulations on your approval for an $89,500 auto loan through our preferred lender, AutoNation Credit Union. Your first payment of $1,047.23 is due November 15th. $89,000. Called the bank immediately. Waited on hold for 12 minutes that felt like 12 hours. "Hi, I received an email about an auto loan I didn't apply for." The rep, sounded like her name was Michelle, pulled up my account. "Let me see. Yes, Mr. Hayes, the loan was finalized last Thursday. Paperwork shows you co-signed for Ms. Brianna Hayes. Is that not correct?" "No, it's definitely not correct. Brianna's my sister, but I never co-signed anything." Typing sounds. The application was submitted digitally with electronic signatures from both parties. The dealership verified ID and I never went to any dealership. I never signed anything. Long pause. "Sir, if you're claiming this is fraud, you'll need to file a police report and contact our fraud department." Got transferred 3 times. Finally reached someone in fraud. Dennis. Very professional, very serious. "Mr. Hayes, these situations are unfortunately becoming more common. Family members using shared information for unauthorized financial activity. Do you have access to your recent tax returns, pay stubs, or banking statements?" "Yes, why?" "Those documents would have been necessary for the loan application. Someone had to provide them." That's when it clicked. Last year, Brianna had helped me organize my home office. Said she was getting into minimalism and wanted practice. I'd been grateful. My filing system was a disaster. She'd spent an entire weekend sorting through my paperwork, scanning important documents for backup, organizing everything into labeled folders. She'd scanned everything: tax returns, bank statements, pay stubs, my social security card, my driver's license. I think I know how she got the documents. That would explain it. "I'll need you to come in tomorrow morning with ID and file a formal fraud complaint. We'll also need that police report." Hung up and just sat there. My own sister, the one I'd helped move apartments 4 times, the one who crashed at my place for 3 months when her last relationship imploded, the one I'd loaned $3,000 to last year that she'd totally pay back soon. She'd stolen my identity for a luxury SUV and posted it on Instagram like it was a spiritual achievement. Called her. Straight to voicemail. Texted, "We need to talk about the car." 3 hours later, "OMG, did you see it? Isn't it gorgeous? We should go for a drive this weekend." Me. "Did you use my information to get the loan?" Dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. "Brianna, I can explain. Can we talk in person?" Me. "Yes. My place. Tonight, 7 p.m. She showed up at 7:30, carrying takeout Thai food like this was a casual hangout. "Hey, got your favorite pad Thai. Extra peanuts." "Sit down, Brianna." She sat on my couch, still smiling, still acting like nothing was wrong. "So about the car. You forged my signature on an $89,500 loan without my knowledge or consent. That's identity theft and fraud." Her smile faltered. "Okay, I know it looks bad." "It doesn't look bad. It is bad. But I had to. They wouldn't approve me a loan because of my credit from that stupid credit card thing last year. And I needed a reliable car for work. My Civic was dying and clients were judging me. Do you know how hard it is to build trust in marketing when you're showing up in a beat-up 2009 Honda? So you committed fraud." I borrowed your credit, that's different, and I'm making the payments, obviously. You won't have to pay anything. You can't afford $1,847 a month. You still owe me $3,000 from last year. That's different. I was going through a rough patch. Things are better now. I got that promotion. Your promotion was from junior marketing coordinator to marketing coordinator, maybe an extra $300 a month after taxes. She set down her pad thai, defensive now. Why are you being like this? I'm your sister. Family helps family. Family doesn't steal from family. I didn't steal anything. The car's in my name. I'm making the payments. I just needed your credit score because mine was temporarily low because of circumstances beyond my control. You maxed out 4 credit cards buying courses on manifestation and spiritual coaching. Those were investments in myself, and they worked. I manifested this car. The delusion was breathtaking. You didn't manifest it. You forged my signature. The universe provided the opportunity. I just took aligned action. Get out. What? Leave. And get a lawyer. Because I filed a fraud claim with the bank today, and I'm filing a police report tomorrow. Her face went white. You're not serious. Completely serious. But I'm your sister. You'd really have me arrested. You really stole my identity. I borrowed your credit for something I'm paying for. How is that stealing? Because I never agreed to it. Because my name's on a loan I didn't sign. Because my credit score is now tied to your ability to make payments. Because in 6 months, when you can't afford it anymore, they'll come after me. She stood up, angry now. I can afford it. I have a plan. I'm starting a side business, a consulting thing for manifestation coaching. Based on the courses you bought with credit card debt you haven't paid off. You're being so negative. This is exactly why you're still single and stuck in your boring job. You don't believe in abundance. I believe in not committing fraud. I cannot believe you're doing this to me. Mom would be so disappointed in you. Low blow. Mom passed away 3 years ago. Mom would be disappointed in the daughter who stole her son's identity. Brianna grabbed her purse, tears starting. Probably not real ones. Fine, fine. But when you're alone with no family left because you chose money over blood, don't come crying to me. She stormed out, left the Thai food. I ate it anyway. Waste not. Update 1. The police report. Filed the police report Tuesday morning. Officer was sympathetic but not surprised. See this a lot with family members. Officer Phillips said, typing up my statement. They think because you're related, it's somehow okay. It's not. Gave him everything. The loan documents from the bank, the Instagram post with timestamps, text message screenshots, the whole timeline of her organizing my office last year. This is pretty clear cut, he said. Bank's fraud department will work with our detectives. Usually in these cases, the perpetrator either pays it back or faces charges, sometimes both. What happens to the car? If the bank decides the loan's fraudulent, they'll repossess it. That's their property until it's paid off, and if the loan was obtained illegally, they'll take it back. Got a case number, forwarded it to the bank's fraud department. Dennis from fraud called me back Wednesday afternoon. Mr. Hayes, we've reviewed your claim. The signature on the electronic documents doesn't match your verified signature on file. We're classifying this as identity theft and will be initiating recovery proceedings. What does that mean? We'll be repossessing the vehicle and canceling the loan. You won't be liable for any payments. Miss Hayes, however, will be liable for any fees associated with the fraud, including depreciation on the vehicle, and will be permanently banned from our lending services. How long does repossession take? Usually within 72 hours once we locate the vehicle. Does your sister work regular hours somewhere? Gave him her office address. Marketing agency, office park near the mall. She'd posted about it enough times on social media. Love my office view, with pictures of her desk. Perfect, we'll handle it from there. Thursday morning, Brianna texted me. The bank called me, said there's a problem with the loan. Did you really file fraud charges? Me, yes. Are you insane? They're saying they might take the car. I need that car. Should have thought of that before you forged my signature. This is so extra. We could have worked this out privately. Now you've made it this huge thing. Me, you made it this huge thing when you committed identity theft. I'm coming over tonight. We're fixing this. Me, no, we're not. Don't come over. I have nothing to say to you. She showed up anyway at 6 p.m. I didn't answer the door. She pounded on it for 5 minutes, yelling about how I was ruining her life. How could I do this to family? How mom would be ashamed. My neighbor, old guy named Phil, came out. "Miss, you need to leave or I'm calling the police." She left. Sent me a voice message instead. 3 minutes of crying and yelling about betrayal and abandonment and how she'd lose her job without the car and how I was destroying her life over paperwork. Deleted it without finishing. Friday morning, I was in a meeting when my phone buzzed. Text from a number I didn't recognize. "This is Brianna's friend Ashley. What you're doing to her is horrible. She made one mistake and you're trying to have her arrested. You should be ashamed." Blocked it. Another number. "Hey, it's Tiffany from Brianna's office. She's having a breakdown because of what you're doing. Can't you just forgive her? She's your sister." Blocked it too. My phone rang. Brianna's friend Jade. I recognized the name from Instagram. Answered out of curiosity. "You're really going through with this?" Jade demanded. "Having your own sister's car repossessed? She stole my identity. She borrowed your credit. She was going to pay for it. Then she should have asked first. You would have said no." "Exactly. You're a terrible brother." She's been sobbing all morning. Her therapist had to fit in an emergency session. Maybe her therapist can explain why identity theft is illegal. "You're being vindictive and cruel." Hung up, blocked her number. The entitlement was unreal. Brianna had assembled a whole support system of enablers who genuinely believed she'd done nothing wrong. Update 2. The repossession. Got the call Monday afternoon. Dennis from the bank. "Mr. Hayes, just wanted to let you know, the vehicle was recovered this morning at 9:15 a.m. from the address you provided." Miss Hayes was present during the repossession. There was an incident. What kind of incident? She attempted to prevent the tow truck from taking the vehicle, laid down behind the rear tires, refused to move. Office security had to intervene. No arrests, but it was documented. "Oh, Brianna, the vehicle's at our impound lot. The loan's been voided in your name. You're clear. Miss Hayes owes $4,200 in fees, depreciation, repossession costs, administrative fees. She has 30 days to pay or we pursue collections." "What about criminal charges?" "That's between her and the police. We're satisfied with recovering the asset." "Thank you." "No problem. Sorry you had to deal with this. Family situations are always the worst." Checked Instagram later that evening. Brianna's account was private now, but mutual friends were sharing screenshots. She'd posted a video. Her, crying in her car, not the BMW, looked like a rental. Mascara running, voice breaking. "I can't believe this is happening. My own brother is trying to destroy me. I made one mistake, trusted the wrong manifestation technique about abundance, and now he's taking everything from me. He had my car stolen from my office parking lot while I was in a meeting." Do you know how humiliating that was? Getting a call that there's a scene outside with a tow truck? Walking out to see my beautiful car being taken away? Having all my coworkers watch? Comments were split. Half were supportive. "You deserve better. Family should forgive. This is so toxic." The other half was calling her out. "Wait, didn't you commit fraud? That wasn't your car though. You can't manifest someone else's credit score." Her friend Ashley commented, "Stay strong, babe. The universe is testing you. This is just a lesson in letting go of toxic people." Tuesday morning, Brianna's dad called. "Dale. We have different dads. He left when she was young, barely involved. He calls maybe twice a year. You really had your sister's car taken away?" "Her car that she bought with a fraudulent loan in my name, yes. She told me you were being difficult about some loan mix-up." "It wasn't a mix-up. She forged my signature." "Families work things out privately, son. You don't get lawyers and cops involved." "I'm not your son, Dale, and when family commits felonies, yeah, you do get cops involved. Don't be smart with me. She's your sister. Your only sister. You want that relationship destroyed over a car?" "She destroyed the relationship when she stole my identity. The car's just evidence." You young people are so sensitive nowadays. In my day, we handled things like men. We didn't run crying to the police. In your day, identity theft wasn't as easy, hard to forge signatures before everything went digital. You're being purposely difficult. And you're defending fraud because you don't want to admit your daughter's a criminal. He hung up, probably for the best. Wednesday, my doorbell rang at 7 a.m. Opened it to find Brianna looking like she hadn't slept. No makeup, hair in a messy bun, eyes red. "Please," she said, quieter now, desperate. "Please just talk to me." Against my better judgment, I let her in. She sat on my couch, hands shaking. "They're going to press charges. The detective called me yesterday, said the evidence is clear and they're recommending prosecution." "Do you know what this means? A criminal record. I could lose my job. I'll never get another car loan. This will follow me forever." "You committed a crime. Crimes have consequences." I know I messed up, but I didn't think it was that serious. People co-sign for family all the time. When they agree to co-sign, not when you forge their signature. I thought you'd be okay with it once you saw I was making payments. I thought we'd laugh about it eventually, like, remember when I borrowed your credit? I didn't mean to hurt you. The thing is, she genuinely seemed to believe that. In her mind, she'd just taken a shortcut, not committed fraud. "Brianna, you scanned my documents, you forged my electronic signature, you lied to a bank, you put my credit at risk, you posted it on social media like an accomplishment. At what point did you think I'd be okay with any of that?" I panicked. My car was dying, I needed something reliable, and my credit was bad because of stupid decisions I made before. And you have such good credit, and I thought I could fix it before you noticed. How? The payments were $147 a month. You don't make enough for that. I was going to. My side business was going to take off and... Your manifestation coaching thing? Don't say it like that. You can't coach people on manifesting abundance when you achieved yours through fraud. She was crying now. Real tears this time. "What do you want from me? What do I have to do to make this right?" "Nothing. You can't make this right. You violated my trust in the worst possible way. So that's it? You're just done with me? Your own sister? You were done with me when you decided your wants mattered more than my financial security." "I hate you," she said quietly. "I really genuinely hate you right now." "I know." She left. Didn't slam the door this time, just closed it softly behind her. Update 3. The aftermath. The Detective Morrison called me 2 weeks later. Brianna had been charged with identity theft and fraud. Misdemeanor level because it was first offense and family related, but still criminal charges. She's looking at up to a year in county if convicted, but more likely probation, fines, and restitution. Her lawyer's pushing for a plea deal. What kind of deal? Guilty plea to reduced charges, 2 years probation, community service, $5,000 in fines and restitution to you, and mandatory financial counseling. No jail time. And if she doesn't take it, goes to trial. With the evidence we have, she'll lose. Might get harsher sentencing. She took the deal. Pled guilty in court 3 weeks later. I didn't attend. The prosecutor said I didn't need to. Got a check 2 months later. $5,000 made out to me with a payment plan attached. She'd be paying $200 per month for the next 25 months. No note, no apology, just the check and the payment schedule. Her Instagram went dark after the guilty plea. Ashley posted something vague about sending love to those going through difficult times, but no specifics. Tiffany from her office unfriended me on Facebook. Jade blocked me. Dale called once more, drunk, yelling about how I'd destroyed his daughter's life. I let it go to voicemail. Deleted it without listening past the first 10 seconds. The weird part is how many people sided with her. Distant cousins reaching out to tell me I should have handled it within the family. Former co-workers of Mom's saying she'd be heartbroken to see us like this. Random people from Brianna's life I barely knew, all with opinions about my choices. But an equal number supported me. My close friends, my co-workers who heard the story, even my upstairs neighbor who'd heard Brianna's door-pounding incident. Your sister sounds exhausting, my friend Leo said over drinks. People like that never think rules apply to them. He wasn't wrong. My credit score dropped 12 points from the fraud inquiry, but recovered within 3 months. The bank marked it as identity theft on my credit report, so no long-term damage. Financially, I came out ahead. $5,000 in restitution, plus not having to pay an $89,500 loan. But emotionally, that's miss having a sister. Not the Brianna who stole from me, but the one I thought I had. The one who'd help me move and call me on my birthday and send funny memes. Turns out that person was only real when she wasn't inconvenienced. Saw her once, randomly, at a grocery store about 6 months after everything. She was in the checkout line ahead of me. Saw me, went pale, grabbed her bags, and left without saying a word. Still driving a rental, I noticed. Probably can't get approved for a loan anywhere now. Part of me felt bad. Small part. The part that remembers being kids together, before life got complicated. But mostly I felt nothing. She'd made her choices. I'd made mine. We both had to live with them. Got a text from her last month. First contact in 8 months. I finished probation. Counselor says I need to make amends. I'm sorry for what I did. I was wrong. I hope someday we can talk again. Stared at it for a long time. Typed and deleted 4 different responses. Finally settled on, I accept your apology. I'm glad you're getting help. Take care of yourself. She replied, that's it? Me, that's it? No response after that. Maybe someday we'll have a relationship again. Maybe not. Either way, I'm okay. The trust is gone. Can't manifest that back, no matter how much she might try. She wanted abundance, wanted the universe to provide. Instead, she learned that shortcuts have consequences, that fraud isn't manifestation, that family doesn't mean permission. Her manifested BMW lasted exactly 6 days before reality caught up. The universe provided. All right, just not what she expected. And me? I'm doing fine. Credit's clean, sister's alive and staying out of trouble, and I learned a valuable lesson about trusting people with my paperwork. Also learned to shred everything. Got a heavy-duty paper shredder. Best $80 I ever spent. Life goes on. Drama fades. The story becomes just another weird thing that happened. Another lesson learned. Brianna's still blocked on social media. Probably always will be. Don't need to see her manifesting her next bad decision. Sometimes family isn't worth keeping. Sometimes blood isn't thicker than fraud. And sometimes the best revenge is just letting consequences happen naturally. Her car got repossessed from her office parking lot, walked in shame past her coworkers, and faced criminal charges, all because she thought rules didn't apply to her. I didn't ruin her life. She did that herself. I just refused to enable it.